Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna give you one guess what we're doing on this episode. If you guessed unboxing, you're a genius. So I know I said that I'm probably not gonna buy that many silicone masks to do unboxing on this channel. It just happened that I bought that alien mask recently, and I actually went online and was looking at Oneail FX. If you saw the Silicone Mask Company's video that I did, you'll see that I did a little shout out to Oneail FX because they have a lot of cool stuff on their website, but I've never actually purchased anything from them. So I wanted to remedy that. I took a look online to see what they had, and they actually had a whole bunch of masks already in stock. So if you've ever bought a silicone mask, you know that they need to produce the mask, they need to pull the molds, they need to paint them. These are actual little works of art, and they take a long, long time. So a lot of times when you order a silicone mask, don't expect it to come in the mail for a good month and a half, sometimes 2 months. They usually say 4 to 6 weeks. It's usually closer to 6 weeks, maybe even 8. So when you order something, you don't get to play with it right away. But if a company has masks already in stock, that means they're already created and they can just ship out right then and there. So I went on to Oneail FX and I looked at their pretty impressive collection of in-stock masks, and I found one that really stood out to me, and I ordered it. I think it was a Friday, and it was at my house on that Monday. It's the quickest I've ever had a silicone mask package come to my house, so that was really, really fun and exciting. So what did I get? You're just gonna have to wait and see, or look at the thumbnail, and I already gave it away. But let's open it up and take a look at it. I haven't seen it yet. Thank you for your purchase. Did I just bump the mic? Sorry. And let's take a look at the mask. Let's get this out of the way. Haha! How cool. Very neat. You know what? Let me get a head form so that I can put this on the actual head form and hold it up. That'll be a little bit easier for you to see it. So hold on. I'll be right back. Thought I was gonna scare you. Get on there. Come on. You can do it. Get on there. Son of a bee. Get on there. Come on. Come on. Easy. Don't rip it. Get the hell on there, you mother effer. Okay, we did it. It wasn't hard. It was really easy. Getting masks on and off the head forms might be the hardest part of collecting silicone masks. But there you go, it's on the head form. Now it's a little bit easier for you to see, and I love it. Pretty thick feeling around the chin, but really thin in the mouth areas. It'll probably move pretty well. Same with the brow, pretty thin. So it'll probably have some pretty good movement. I like the paint job. I'm like out of breath from putting it on that thing. Holy cow, man, get a treadmill. So why did I pick this? A couple reasons. One, I wanted to try to buy a mask that was in stock and see how fast it would be for it to come to the house, and that was a success, and I'm very impressed with that. It literally took 2 or 3 days since it was in stock. Also, the prices at Oneail FX are really reasonable for silicone masks. Some companies you're looking $500–600 for their standard masks. A lot of the standard masks on Oneail FX are under $400. I believe this one was 380 bucks. So that's a pretty good deal for a silicone mask, and it's pretty good quality for that price as well. So why did I pick this girl? Oneail FX also has this version in just regular flesh colored, and it's called a crone, which is essentially like an old ugly hag or a witch. And in this version, the green version, they call her Mucklebones. And if you don't know who Meg Mucklebones is, then you've probably not watched any of my videos, because I think I've talked about Meg Mucklebones in at least 2 or 3 videos on this channel. Meg Mucklebones was some sort of swamp witch creature thing that comes out of the water and attacks Tom Cruise's character in the movie Legend.
Only this tender morsel, disturbing red Mucklebones' rest.
I remember watching that movie when I was way too young. My parents thought it wasn't really a horror movie because it was more like a fantasy movie, even though it had all these horrific creatures in it. So at a really young age, I was watching Meg Mucklebones jumping out of the swamp all wet and goopy and attacking Tom Cruise's character, and I loved it. I thought it was really cool. So the crone, when painted green, is known as Mucklebones, and it did remind me of that Meg Mucklebone, so I just needed her to be in my collection. So right off the bat, I mean, it's obviously not a direct ripoff of Mucklebone. It's just his crone or witch mask painted green, but it really does kind of have that resemblance especially that nose. I think that nose looks a lot like Meg. Very cool, but I really wanted it. I don't have a specific goal in mind with a short film, but having like a witch character I think could be used for lots and lots of different things, so it'll be fun. Keep an eye on this channel if you want to see what I do with it. And also right away, just one smart thing I want to say that I think he did. Overall, the mask is green, but as you can see, once he gets the paint job close to the eyes, he fades it into a more flesh tone. Now, if you were just wearing a green mask, right where the green meets your eyes, you'd see a flesh tone eye and then green up against it. So if you wanted to make this look really good on camera, you would probably have to paint your eyes green if the entire mask was green. But since he goes to a flesh tone towards the eyes, even though the rest of the mask is green, it goes towards flesh towards the eyes so that when you see your flesh colored eye, it doesn't stand out. So you might be able to get away with wearing this mask without any kind of coloration on your actor's skin in order to blend in. But again, we're going to take a look at this with a little bit better lighting and then with a little bit more movie appropriate lighting. And we want to keep an eye on things like the eyes. How much does it stick out in the eyes? Can you tell it's a mask around the eyes? Does that flesh tone really help to hide it? How well does it move in the mouth area? How well does the face move itself? How comfortable is it to wear? If you're asking your actors to wear these things for hours at a time, it helps when they're a little bit comfortable at least and not too heavy or too sweaty. So there you go, Meg Mucklebones. Or excuse me, they call it Mucklebones on Oneail FX. But let's get it under some good light and check the movement of it. All right, again, like always, I buy these masks so that they look good on a character in a short film, so I care very much about how much it looks like an actual mask, and the dead giveaway spots to make it look like a mask are the eyes and the mouth. So let's take a look at the eyes. Do you like how they look? Does that flesh tone on the paint job match with the flesh tone on my eyes? The movement, and as always, I'm doing some really exaggerated, silly movement, just so that you can see how well the mask is moving around and moving the neck and head.
Dialogue test. This is how dialogue would sound in this mask. You can see the movement and you can hear the sound that it would make if you asked your actor to actually perform dialogue. And of course the heater popped up.
Okay, now let's do a little bit more of a movie lighting setup to see how she looks out of the bright light. Pretty neat and scary. And again, it's really hard to tell that it's a mask. The paint job on the eyes is a pretty smart move, I think. I think it moves pretty well. I think even lit pretty generically like I'm doing here, it's pretty difficult to tell it's an actual mask. And again, if you're gonna do a character like a witch, she's probably gonna have a hood on also. And even if you get one that doesn't quite look perfect, you can always put that hood up and really keep the face in the shadows. But I don't think you'll need to do that on this one. It's a pretty good paint job and pretty realistic, and it looks pretty good. I like it. So, Mucklebones. Even if I don't do anything with this in a short film or anything, Meg Mucklebones is an important part of my horror upbringing, and I wanted something that reminded me of her. This is perfect. I like it a lot. So there you go. Now I can officially say that I have also purchased a mask from Oneail FX, and I like the quality of it. I like the price of it, and I really loved buying something in stock because it came right to my house within a couple of days, and he has a lot more in stock. So check the link in the description if you want to go check out his website. You can sometimes find masks online at much lower price, and I'll show you some links to where I go to do that. And as always, if you like this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to the channel and do all that stuff you're supposed to help out the channel. Watch the videos, like it, comment, whatever you're supposed to do. Just do it. And I will see you in the next one.
You don't really mean to eat me, do you, ma'am?
Oh, indeed I do!